Brandon here, and welcome to Brandon's Spiritual Journey. Okay, in this video I'm going to discuss why I have not achieved an astral projection, and this is my beliefs on why I haven't achieved one yet. It's not my belief system, because I fully believe 100% that if I try, I can achieve. And it's not my ego. What I believe that it is fear. Every time I go to sleep at night, I tell myself, okay, when I wake up, I'm going to go back to sleep and reach that hypnagogic state, and I'm going to have an astral projection. I tell myself that every night before I go to sleep. But whenever I wake up, because a lot of times I wake up a lot of times during the night, so what I'll do, or day, whenever I'm sleeping, because I have a very weird sleeping habit, schedule, whatever you want to call it. So whenever I wake up to try to do the projection, I always tell myself, I don't know, should I do it? Well, that was weird. My song just completely skipped parts. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Anyway, so whenever I wake up to try to do the AP, I tell myself, well, you know what, I can do it. I'll do it next time I fall asleep, or I make excuses, and I relate this to fear, because growing up, I watched a lot of horror movies. Lots of things about ghosts, lots of things about demons, all in things which I believe in. As I have mentioned, I do believe in God, so, and the fact that I believe in God may, conflict with, views of astral projection, but in my own personal belief system, I don't believe that it does. So, but anyway, growing up, I always watched, horror movies. I mean, the first horror movie I ever seen was, Child's Play 2. That Chucky movie. And I actually have a Chucky doll, because I love Chucky. Chucky's the shit. Excuse my French. But, anyway, so that was the first horror movie I seen, and when I was young, that scared me a lot. Me and my cousin used to go to, Spencer's in the mall, which is a store, I don't know if you guys have that, but I'm pretty sure it's a widespread store, because they have a website and everything. But, anyway, so we would see Chucky dolls, and we would, kick them and shit. I don't know how, we didn't get in trouble, because the guy would always just let us do it, which is weird. But anyway, so as my years progressed and I got older, I started watching scarier movies, because we all know Chucky isn't scary. Now I'm almost 24 years old, I can watch any Chucky movie and I don't get scared, obviously. But, movies like The Conjuring or Insidious, 2, 3, Insidious Chapter 2 and 3. I haven't seen Chapter 3. Shows that are out, like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Brothers, there's other ones, Ghost Stalkers, Ghost Asylum. I mean, there are countless amounts of different shows on TV about this kind of stuff. And then there's tons of videos on the internet why you shouldn't astral project, because of some people's belief systems that tell you what you might experience. Like there's this girl named Erin, I can't remember her last name, but if you type in astral projection stories on Google, one of her links will possibly pop up as one of the first in the list, because she describes a very terrifying astral projection experience. I don't remember exactly what it is, because it's been a while since I've read it. But anyway, I deduce that it all comes down to fear, because, I fear things like demons and ghosts and stuff like that. But I'm trying to, get rid of these fears, because I realize if I have these fears, when I'm projected into the astral realm, my mind is going to manifest things that I'm scared of. So I'm afraid that, if I don't get rid of these fears, I'm going to have a fearful astral projection experience. I mean, I think if I can get rid of all my fears in terms with astral projection, my experience will be much more pleasant. I just think, I quit watching horror movies because it was really affecting my personal life, the way I would sleep, You know, I could watch them with people, but I mean, you can call me all the names you want. Horror movies, if they're scary, scare me. Especially when it comes to demonic entities or anything like that. Ghosts, not so much. I mean, they scare me a little, but demonic entities really do scare me. And that's the fact because I believe they're real. I was always taught when I was growing up not to mess with a Ouija board, therefore I will not mess with a Ouija board because, I mean, there are stories. It all comes down to your belief system. If you believe something can happen, you can invite something in. So, what I need to do, is, like I talked about in one of my videos, my second video about sleep paralysis, because sleep paralysis doesn't scare me anymore, but, in my subconscious, I think my subconscious, and partially even my ego, telling me not to astrally project. I mean, maybe not my ego, I don't know. I really think it's just attributed to fear, because, I think subconsciously I'm afraid of what I might see. And, you know, things are getting better for me since I've stopped watching horror movies, because, after... I used to do a lot of ghost hunting, like, you know, doing EVPs with my friends and stuff like that, and I got kind of experienced in it. I wasn't, you know, like an expert or anything, but I didn't have a ton of equipment. You know, I had a camera and, like, electronic voice recorder, and I would do all that stuff, but I started having weird experiences, and I got an unrelenting sense of fear within myself one night. So basically what I did is I took olive oil and I blessed every room in the house. And since then, all my fears of that have gone away, but I'm afraid that, you know, once I'm in the astral realm, that maybe these fears will come back, or maybe these fears will even, as I'm thinking is happening, are preventing me to actually have an astral projection. So I'm just trying to learn to surround myself with love. I took a chakra test. I don't know how true these tests are. I haven't actually done my research on the tests, and I'm learning about chakras and stuff like that, just because I'm just curious in it philosophically. So my chakras are all blocked and messed up. My third eye is like -6%, and which is underactive, but it's kind, you know, it's not too bad because I am able to somewhat achieve a meditative state. So that I'm not too worried about, but in hindsight, I don't know. I don't want to be afraid anymore of an astral projection because I want to do it, you know. I don't want to surround my life in it, and that's what my life revolves around. No, but in my life, I do want to experience otherworldly things that are in a positive manner, you know. I don't want to be afraid of these things, and so I have to practice what I preach, especially when in sleep paralysis, you know. I've learned how to overcome that, and I hope my video, if anyone's even seen it, that helps them, because that helped me, and it might not work for everyone, but it helps me. But I just have to try to let go of all my fears, and because I reaffirm myself every night that, okay, tonight I will have an astral projection, and I learned how to do that from the book I'm reading, Astral Projection and the Nature of Reality by John Magnus, which I was just reading before I made this video, and there was something I wanted to talk about, and I forgot to write it in my notes for the video, and now I can't remember what it is, and I'll probably remember it as soon as I turn off the camera, and I'm not going to want to remake the entire video. So, that's, you know, just me. But, so if I can just get rid of the fear, I think I'll be perfectly successful in my astral projection, in achieving an astral projection, because I've came close, but I think it's my fear. It's not my belief system, because I believe that I can do it, wholeheartedly. It's my fear that's holding me back into my physical body. And, see, in this book I'm reading, not everything I agree with. Some things he talks about I don't agree with. And that's my belief system, which I also actually talks about in the book, is our belief systems, and how they can help or hinder your astral projection experiences and other things. So, But my belief system is one thing I will stay firm in, and that, you know, is how we were created and things like that. And I hope that whenever I do experience my first astral projection, nothing changes in that. Sorry, I just heard something. It was like weird. I thought it was my cat, but she's sound asleep. So anyway, I just have to figure out how to get rid of the fear, and all I can think of is to meditate more, pray about it, and just surround myself with love. And I read in my book, I gotta go back a few chapters and read about how you can use crystals for something when you meditate. But it said if you don't have crystals, you can also use rocks. So yesterday we were at a yesterday it was, we were at a Chevrolet dealership because my parents are in the market for a new vehicle, and I picked up. I have a gnome on my movie stand. I like gnomes, and I just about knocked it over. I picked up 2 rocks because it said these will suffice. But it has something to do with balancing energy and stuff like that. I'm not quite 100% sure. Like I said, I have to read back on those chapters to actually retain the information that I actually read. So when I figure that out, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this video talking about that because you know, I fully attribute to my non-astral projection experiences due to fear. That's what I've come to figure out in my own head. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, it's our furnace. I forgot the heat was on. It's May 17th, and we're getting pouring rain, and it's like 40 degrees outside. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I've deduced, and I just want to share it with you guys. I cannot wait until I have my first astral projection experience so I can share it with you guys. Some of you guys may think I'm crazy, and that's okay. Everyone has their own belief systems. No, I am not crazy. I'm not going to be in a padded room. I am completely sane. You know, I'm fine. So it has nothing to do with that. I just want to experience new things, and I don't want to do it through drugs. Because some people say that you can experience like lucid dreams and astral projection if you take LSD. LSD almost killed my dad. When he was young, so I don't want to even attempt it. I've always been afraid of drugs, except for marijuana. I used to smoke pot a lot. I don't anymore. I don't really have a problem with it. It's for medicinal purposes, you know, great. I have no problem with it. I just choose not to smoke it, because I'm trying to have a clear state of mind. And I tend to believe that drugs alter your state of mind, because, you know, it's scientifically proven they do alter your state of mind, so I don't want to do that. That's why I also quit drinking. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments, like, share, subscribe if you want to. And this has been Brandon. I will see you guys later.